Hello everyone, welcome to Crafternoon with Mr. Ryan. I'm Mr. Ryan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own Very Hungry Caterpillar. This is going to be a paper chain. It's a very cute project and it's very fun and cathartic. If you've ever made a paper chain before, it's not very difficult and it only requires a few key supplies. You're going to be needing some green paper, and you'll notice the paper doesn't show up very well. It's because I'm using something called a green screen. But you're going to need some green paper. You're going to need some red paper. And you're going to need a little bit of black paper. Not a lot, but a little bit. You're also going to be needing some glue or glue stick. You're going to be needing some googly eyes, or if you just have white paper, you can draw your own eyes. And you're going to be needing a little bit of Scotch tape, not much. Now this is a great story if you've ever read it. It's an awesome story about a very hungry caterpillar. The story is by Eric Carle and it's one of my personal favorites. And so today you can make your own caterpillar, and then maybe you can even read along with it a little later. So let's go ahead and make our own caterpillar. So the first thing I want you to do is get your red paper. Right, and we're just going to take our scissors. I forgot to mention we'll need scissors. And I want you to just cut out a strip, not terribly big. Maybe this big, this wide. And we're going to cut all the way to the edge of the paper, right? We're going to do it short ways. And you want to try and make it even the whole way. I messed up a little. It's not perfect. It's a little shorter on this side, but that's okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our glue stick, and we're just going to put glue down on the very edge. Oops. The very edge of our paper. Like so. And then I want you to just fold it over and glue it to itself. And that's going to be the Very Hungry Caterpillar's head. So now we can take this and set it down. Because the next thing I want you to do is take a green piece of paper, or any other color that you think is nice, and we're going to cut out a bunch of strips about the same size as our red strip. We're going to cut out the whole paper in different strips. And it doesn't need to be perfect, right? It's okay if some strips are smaller than others, or if it's not perfectly even, that's fine. There's no worries about that. Here it's all about having fun and learning to express yourself. So I want you to just cut out until the end of the paper. Try and make them even. And this is going to take a little while. But I want you to just keep cutting. And just keep cutting. Maybe whistle a song, or think about all the things you can't wait to do now that the weather's all nice and warm. And make your way cutting through the paper. And now we've reached the end, and that's given us several pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 pieces of green paper. It's okay if you have more, it's okay if you have less. But now I want you to take your red ring that we made for our caterpillar's head, and I want you to just loop this through. Loop the green through. And we're going to put glue, just like what we did with our red ring. Put glue on the green, and then we're just going to fold the green and glue the backs to each other. Just like that. And that's the first 2 rings in our chain, and I want you to just repeat that for every remaining green piece, right? Loop it through, put the glue down, and then close the lock, so to speak. And this is nice. Sometimes people will make these really long. It's amazing, especially if you have lots of people working together. It's amazing what a lot of people can achieve when they work together. And it only takes a little bit of paper, and it looks really nice. So keep doing it, keep threading through. I've already gotten a few pieces of paper, a few rings on this chain. It's really growing. This is a very hungry caterpillar. 4 rings plus the head. Right, thread it through, put the glue down. Wow. 5 rings plus the head. Thread it through. Put the glue. Wow. 6 rings plus the head. Lastly, thread it through. Use the glue. And wow. Look at this mighty chain, this very hungry caterpillar. This is amazing. Very long. That's 7 rings plus a head. 8 rings in total. And now I think we're ready to actually stylize our very hungry caterpillar's head. Right now we just have a red ring. But what I want you to do is I want you to cut out a little nose. Use it out of the black cardboard or black construction paper. The nose can be any shape you want. I think I'm going to do a little oval today. But you can use whatever shape you want for your hungry caterpillar. I used a triangle before and that looked nice, but now I think I want to do a little oval. You're going to glue your little nose to your hungry caterpillar. Just like so. And then let's put the eyes on. So we're going to take our googly eyes, and again, if you don't have googly eyes, that's okay. You can just use white paper, and just take your white paper and draw a circle in the middle for the pupil of the eye. We're going to take our googly eye, put it just above the nose on our face. Take another googly eye, because this is a 2-eyed caterpillar. Put it just next to the other eye. It can be tricky to get the googly eyes on, but there we go. And then the last thing I want you to do, we're going to put the antennas on our caterpillar. So the antennas, what I want you to do for that is we're just going to cut out a big rectangle, not terribly big, about this big. And then what I want you to do is take that antenna, that rectangle, and cut it in half. And either side is going to be our antenna. And now what I want you to do is take both those antennas and just fold them about 1/3 of the way, like so. And now what we can do, we'll hold them like this. Now I want you to take the Scotch tape. Remember I told you to get some tape. And then we're going to take the tape and put it on that folded part, the smaller part. And we can actually do both antennas on one piece of tape. We don't need to waste tape here. So we take our antennas and then we just tape it on above the eyes. I recommend putting the folded part in the back, and then just taping it down, just like so. And we might need to fold our antenna up again, but there we have it. We have ourselves a very hungry caterpillar, just like from the book. Isn't that awesome? You can keep this and set it aside. And every time you feel like reading Very Hungry Caterpillar or any of Eric Carle's other great books, you can just take this out and read along with you. Well, thank you very much for joining me for this little instructional tutorial on how to make a very hungry caterpillar, or how to make just a paper chain in general. There's a lot of different projects you can do with this technique. And it's a very simple technique and it looks great. So thank you all very much for joining me for Crafternoon today. I'm Mr. Ryan. I had a lot of fun putting this craft together with you. You can feel free to check out some of my story times on this channel and some of my other great stuff. I have guitar lessons for you. And if you're looking for some fun activities you can do right from home, go ahead and check out veronalibrary.org/children. My name is Mr. Ryan. Until next time, I'll be seeing you. Goodbye.